Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of my channel. I am Kishal. I hope you all are doing well. So in this video I'm going to discuss about the most controversial question that students might be discussing now after GATE result, that what they should choose, IIT Bombay or IISc Bangalore. So if you are a GATE topper and if you have a GATE rank around 100, you have a pretty good chance of getting into IIT Bombay or IISc Bangalore for doing your masters in any discipline you belong to. I mean, you can be a computer science student, you can be EC student, irrespective of whatever discipline you are choosing for your masters. You have a good chance of getting into both the institutions if you are a GATE topper, if you have a very good GATE rank. Now then, this is a common question that will come into your mind, that which institute you should choose, IIT Bombay or IISc Bangalore, because they are the best institutions, best technical institutions available for you in our country, and both of them are doing extremely well, both in terms of placement opportunity, research, and the other things that you need after your MTech. Now last year I made a video that why did I choose IISc Bangalore over IIT Bombay, and there I have mentioned different points where I feel IISc Bangalore was a bit ahead than IIT Bombay, and based on that I have decided in 2018 that I'll be going for IISc Bangalore. Now that decision I had taken in 2018, and that time I didn't have any idea about how things went in MTech, how research goes on in these two institutions. So this video, after 5 years of that decision that I have taken, in this video I'll explain point wise what are the things are there in IISc Bangalore, what are the things are there in IIT Bombay, and I won't be giving any verdict about which one to choose, but I'll just explain in an unbiased way different points so that you can have a rough idea about both the things. I can assure you it will be an unbiased video. Don't think that because I am from IISc Bangalore I'll be biased towards IISc Bangalore. That won't be happening. I have been part of IISc Bangalore, that's why I know how things goes there, and I had many friends during my time in IIT Bombay, and now I have many friends who is doing their PhD from IIT Bombay, so I used to get information from them also, that how things are there. So based on that I will be making a comparison video in this video. So if you want to know detail about it, please stay tuned in this video till end. And before starting the video, as I always say, if you are new to this particular channel, please go through my channel, and if you found it helpful, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you will get instant notification. And if you like my video, please like it and share with other people so that my video get more and more reach. Without further ado, let's get started into today's video. Now first of all, I will tell you that different kind of rankings that you used to see, like suppose QS ranking said IISc is number 1 institution in India, IIT Bombay comes some ranking, it's number 2 in India. So these rankings are actually bogus, these are misleading, and don't get into this kind of trap that IISc Bangalore is number 1 and IIT Bombay is number 2, because all of these rankings, they are calculated taking into consideration all the streams, all the different discipline that is there in an institution. So suppose when they are saying IISc Bangalore is number 1 and IIT Bombay is number 2, that based on the overall statistics of the institutions, and that includes all the other discipline that is there. Now being a student or being an aspirant who will be joining institutions for your MTech, you have nothing to do with what other disciplines are doing in that particular institution. So suppose you are a computer science student and you will be joining a computer science department of IISc or IIT Bombay, then you have to focus only on the computer science department. How biological science is doing in IISc Bangalore, how electronics is doing in IISc Bangalore has nothing to do with you. Because if computer science department in IISc or IIT Bombay is not doing well, even if it comes in number 1 because other streams are doing well there, you will not be benefited from that particular institution. So that's why you have to focus only on your institute, only on your discipline, your department, and you have to check how your department is doing in different sub areas of your particular discipline, and based on that you have to choose whether you should go for IISc Bangalore or IIT Bombay. So that's why don't get misled by those rankings that is released by different organization, different sources. So just focus on that whichever discipline you are interested in, or maybe whichever specific area you are interested in, whether IISc or IIT Bombay is doing good or not. Whichever is doing better, join that institute. Next, let's talk about the course structure or course curriculum. And here IISc has really an edge, because courses at IISc are really well planned and well structured, And for any discipline or any curriculum, if you consider at IISc, you will see in the first semester they will cover the basic fundamental things or basic prerequisite courses that will be needed for you for the upcoming semester. And from the next semester onwards, you will be dive into the advanced level courses for your MTech. For example, for AI curriculum or MTech in AI, in the first semester they will cover the basic prerequisite courses like linear algebra, probability, data structure algorithm, optimization. These are the subjects that is kind of prerequisite for machine learning or AI. And from the next semester onwards, you will be taking courses like fundamental of machine learning and other related stuffs, other advanced level related courses that is there in your syllabus. So that's why this kind of structure where in the first semester you will do the prerequisites, and from next semester onwards you'll be going into the advanced level courses. This is very easy to follow for any students, because IISc follow a roadmap kind of things, that first comes the prerequisite and then go into the advanced level courses. So this is actually helpful for students to follow who has no knowledge about a specific discipline, for example machine learning or AI. On the other hand, if you go to IIT Bombay or any IIT as such, I have seen this even in IIT Kharagpur also, here the courses are planned based on the BTech students perspective. So here all the courses are structured such a way that it will be helpful for BTech students, and they didn't consider about the MTech students. So that's why all these courses will be there in the curriculum, but this will be for BTech students. And for MTech students, you can't take these kind of courses there. From the first semester itself in IIT Bombay, you have to take machine learning and all the advanced level courses, and they expect that you will cover all the prerequisite by your own before joining the curriculum, or maybe whenever you are attending machine learning course, you are parallelly studying linear algebra, probability, and so on and so forth. So this is a thing that is there in IISc. I personally feel this is the advantage IISc has, because you don't have any BTech students there, so that's why their curriculum is structured or planned based on MTech students is keeping into it their mind. But in IITs, all the IITs, not only IIT Bombay, they plan the courses keeping into the BTech student into mind. So that's why for MTech student it's a bit difficult to follow, but it's not that difficult, you can manage it. But yeah, obviously IISc has an edge here. The next point is IISc Bangalore doesn't have any BTech students and IIT Bombay has BTech students. Now, what is the advantage and disadvantages of having BTech students in your institutions and not having BTech students in your institutions? In my last video, as I was saying, what I made last year, that why did I choose IISc Bangalore over IIT Bombay? There I have mentioned the advantages of not having a BTech students in IISc. But having BTech students in your institutes also give you some advantages, which I didn't mention in my last video, that I'm going to discuss in this video. First of all, let's come to the part that IISc didn't have any BTech students and what are the advantages it gives you. First of all, not having a BTech students mean that you don't have to compete with the BTech students in your courses as well as in your placement. So if you have some BTech students in a particular course that you are also creating with them as a MTech student, then there are high chance your grade will be affected because of the BTech students. Because in IITs, most of the courses both BTech and MTech students to take, and these BTech students most of the time they are super intelligent, because they have cracked JEE mains, they have come through that, and that is more difficult exam than GATE exam, to be frank enough. And that's why when they take a course, most of the cases they will get the highest grade possible in that course. And because in all IITs and IISc the grading is done in a relative grading way, so that's why if they are getting a very good grade score, very good grade in a particular course, then your grade will be affected because of that. And the next thing is that during placement also, most of the companies used to recruit both BTech and MTech students. There are very few company which comes into IITs specifically for MTech students. So that's why whenever you are appearing for the placement also, you have to compete or fight with these BTech students. That is also difficult because they are, as I said, they are super intelligent. So both in courses and placement, if you have to do well, you have to work really hard to match the intelligence level of these BTech students. And that is actually a difficult thing. The second important thing is that as IISc didn't have any BTech students, so that's why there is no TAC that you have to do, because there is no courses that is offered to the BTech student dedicatedly, and that's why no TA is required. In IITs, because you have a huge bunch of BTech students, and they have to conduct these different labs or different courses for the BTech students, that's why they need the MTech students also to do the TSE, and that is an additional headache for the MTech students, because you have to devote 6 to 7 hours or 8 hours per week for the TSE duty. On the other hand, in IISc, as there is no BTech student, there is no load of doing TSE. Most of the courses are being offered to the MTech students, and their TA duties are done by the PhD students. So that's why in IISc for MTech students there is no TSE hectic. You can just enjoy your 2 years of MTech life without doing any TSE, and you'll be getting the regular stipend as it is. But in IITs, not only IIT Bombay, in any IITs, if you want to get the money, you have to do TSE. Now coming to the point, why having BTech is also advantageous. The main advantage of having BTech is that during your MTech project, you can have some BTech students also as a part of your MTech project, and that is an added bonus, because as I said, they are super intelligent, they knows everything about the technology. So having a BTech students with you as a part of your MTech project is an added bonus. The work will go very smoothly. They will obviously help you to do the coding or any kind of things that you need as a part of your project. And if you are someone who is interested to publish a paper from your MTech project, having a BTech will help you to get this, because both of you will work. You might, as a MTech student, you might think about the problem statement, how it can be solved, and BTech student will help you to do the experiment, and that actually kind of accelerated the whole process. On the other hand, in IISc, as a MTech students, you most of the time you have to work by your own. You won't get any help from the peer MTech student as such, because they have their other project. And if you have PhD student, that's good, but again, PhD won't help you technically, because BTech student can help you technically. Suppose in a computer science department, BTech can help you by doing the coding, and you can take care of writing part or thinking about the problem statement. But in IISc Bangalore, as you don't have any BTech, you have to do the coding by your own. You have to think about the problem statement. So that's a kind of hectic thing that I have feel. Now coming to the placement scenario or placement statistics, frankly speaking, I feel personally both the institutions doing great in terms of placement for MTech students, and the statistics is almost similar. I mean, it's here and there for both the institutions. In some year, IIT Bombay has done a little bit better than IISc Bangalore. In some year, IISc Bangalore has done a little bit better than IIT Bombay, but overall, if you look into the statistics for last 10 years, it's almost similar. In some places, there might be some advantages for IISc Bangalore, like for data science role, as I mentioned in my last videos also, that more number of data science role is offered at IISc Bangalore than IIT Bombay. But recent times you have seen IISc Bangalore placement has been a most affected due to recession or COVID than IIT Bombay, because IIT Bombay, as you know, they have a huge pool of students, so that's why company will must visit IIT Bombay for sure, because they are getting a lot of students from there. And IISc Bangalore, one thing is there that their placement is to happen 3 to 4 months before these IITs. So they used to conduct placement session in October. Now it has advantage also and disadvantage also. The advantage is you are the first person who is doing a placement, so that's why whichever company is coming, they have the free vacancies there, and they will try to recruit as much as possible if they are getting good student. The disadvantage is that many companies might not get ready to recruit that time, because when IITs is to recruit the IITs to conduct the placement session, all the IITs used to conduct. I mean, the first week of December, all the IITs used to conduct their placement session, and it's kind of a placement festival for all the companies. And that time they know that we have to have some vacancies in the first week of December, because we will be visiting all the IITs. Now in the October, when IISc used to conduct this placement session, it might happen that companies are not yet ready to recruit students. So this I have seen exactly after COVID, this had happened, and that's why the placement scenario in IISc has hampered a lot. So these are the things that is there in terms of placement. But overall, if you keep it aside, overall, if the situation is well, there is no recession, no COVID, like what happened during my time or the batch before my time, the placement scenario was almost equivalent in both the IITs. So you shouldn't be worried that much about the placement. and I have made a video in my last week that why placement statistics are misleading. If you want to know detail about it, you can go and check that video. Now let's come into the research part or research component, because many students used to ask me that which is better in terms of research, IISc Bangalore or IIT Bombay. Because all these different rankings that is released by different sources, they says that IISc is the #1 research institution in India and IIT Bombay comes in the second place or maybe the third place. Now related to this also, I made a video a couple of months back that is IISc really the best institution, best research institution in our country. The point is, again I am saying that all these rankings and all, they consider all the other departments, all the other discipline that is there in a particular institution, and they keep into mind number of research paper, number of students, number of faculty, all of these things, and then they release these different rankings. Now it may happen in a particular sub area of your discipline, IIT Bombay is doing better research than IISc Bangalore. So it might happen some Professor X at IIT Bombay for a particular discipline OI is doing really great research, really world class research there. Maybe the whole department is not doing great research, but a particular professor of a particular discipline is doing great research. In that case, if you are interested in that particular discipline or particular sub area, you must go to IIT Bombay. I can give you example of computer science department. So I feel that for machine learning and AI, IISc is not a best place to do research. IIT Bombay is doing much more research in AI or machine learning domain. On the other hand, if you are considering theory or system, there IISc Bangalore is really doing great research than IIT Bombay. So whether a particular institution is doing great research or not, it's not possible to comment on. You have to look into the sub areas, you have to look into what are the papers is published on that sub area, how the professors are doing, what is their H index, what is the I index. So these are the index that is there in Google Scholar. You have to check them, and then you have to decide if you are really interested in doing research, whichever the college you'll be joining. But I will say both IISc and IIT Bombay overall they are doing great research. Ranking maybe here and there, that is a secondary things, but both IISc and IIT Bombay are doing great research. The only thing you have to look is that which particular area you're interested in, and you just go and check which are the professor they are, how actively they are working in that areas, and then you decide whichever the college you will be joining. Now this is all about the technical stuff. Now I'll discuss about few logistic things about the campus life in both the campus IISc Bangalore and IIT Bombay. So personally I have been in IISc Bangalore for 2 years and the campus is really awesome. But before that, in 2015, I have visited IIT Bombay campus also for my RA interview, and there I have seen the IIT Bombay campus is also really good. Now both the campus, they are mid of these two different cities, Bangalore and Bombay, but if you stay in the campus you will never feel the noise that is going on in the outside. And the second thing is that IISc Bangalore is not that much happening campus, to be honest. There is not much scope of extracurricular activity or the other things happening in the campus. So there is the campus is mostly calm. But I have heard that IIT Bombay campus is really happening. I hope you have heard about Mood Indigo. So this kind of events used to happen there. We hardly find any kind of fest in IISc Bangalore. All these IITs used to have a huge culture of having fest and other things that is going on around the year. I have seen this kind of events happening around the year, even in the IIT Kharagpur also. So all the IIT campus, because of these BTech students, they are much more happening. IISc Bangalore on the other hand is a much more calm and silent campus, I would say. The next is climate of the campus, and here IISc has an edge because Bangalore's weather is very comfortable, and that's why IISc Bangalore weather is really comfortable. I mean, inside the campus, the temperature will be even cooler than whatever is outside. So Bangalore weather is neither very hot or not very cold throughout the year, and that actually reflects in the campus also. So it's a very comfortable weather that is there. And I'll tell you, there is no lab in IISc Bangalore where you will have AC. So that much comfortable is there in IISc Bangalore, and which is helpful for study and work, I feel. On the other hand, I hope all of you know about the Bombay weather. It's a bit hotter, and sometimes during rainy season, rain used to happen a lot. So that things will be there in IIT Bombay for sure. Now regarding hostel room, IISc Bangalore will give you a single room from the very first day of your MTech. Whenever you will be joining the institutions, you will be getting a single room. The hostel that you will get initially might not be that good, but after 1 year you can switch to the better hostels. On the other hand, in IIT Bombay, first year of MTech is you have to do room sharing with some other one. So first year you will be having shared room, and from the next year onwards you will be, from the next year and the second year only, you will be getting a dedicated single room for your MTech. So that is a difference that is there, and you will be having Wi-Fi connection there in the hostel in both the campus. During my time in IISc, there was no Wi-Fi available in the hostel, but now it's been installed there. You will be easily getting the Wi-Fi service that is there. Yes, and finally I'll talk about the food that is being provided in both the institutions. And mess service in IISc is really good. You will have a lot of choices that is there, and based on whatever food choice or food habit suits you, you can choose a particular mess. So there are mess for North Indian veg, North Indian non-veg, South Indian veg, South Indian non-veg, and many others. And based on whichever food habit suits you, you can choose the mess you want. Like personally, I'm a Bengali, so I'm looking for a Bengali dishes there, and there is a dedicated mess, B mess for Bengali food, and I have chosen that one. And food is really good there, and the mess committee really takes care of students feedback and student choices, and they keep on rotating the menus and all. And personally I really miss the food at IISc here at IIT Kharagpur. On the other hand, IIT Bombay also has a really good mess service. I have been there, as I said, in 2015, and food was really good there. But I don't know whether the options is that much there in IIT Bombay. But overall, I have heard that food is good. Yeah, that's it what I want to discuss in this video, and these are different points I want to share with all of you, because this is a very common question that people has a confusion that whether they should join IIT Bombay or IISc Bangalore. And because of these different kind of rankings you took up, people have a bias that IISc Bangalore is the best institution and IIT Bombay is not doing great at all. That's not true. So please have a survey of your particular discipline and see what are the professors that is there in both the institutions, and who are doing active research, or what are the courses being offered also, that also you see. And based on that you decide. Don't go for a blind choice that because IISc Bangalore is number one, I'll go for IISc Bangalore. That should not, that won't be a smart decision that you will check. Have a proper survey and then decide whichever institution you'll be joining. So yeah, that's it guys, that's it about this video. Please like this video and share with other people, and if you have any particular question, please comment me in this YouTube video, or you can go and join the Telegram channel, my Telegram channel, and you can ask me the question there. We can have a discussion which will be helpful for other members also. And if you are new to this particular channel, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you'll get instant notification. That's it about this video. I'll be meeting in the next video. Until then, bye.